fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants.
To kick off for the Chargers.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Switch it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Ballage. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Intended for number 8.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Throwing, Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people. Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Number 20.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short. I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge, you know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. O'Shane Ziminis coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
They're supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
For a Giant.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
The Chargers.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
56 to Mike, boy. 60.
Throwing again. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's out right at the 25. 19 yards there on the pickup. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Balaj. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play action. It's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
A gain of 9.
Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And this one will be brought back to the 22. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kalen Ballage. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 21, Giants nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check 3.
Throwing again. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He was
well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Complete to Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Balaj. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Again, it's Balaj. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
4th down and goal.
Badgley's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Chargers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.